What's up, Aquarius, and welcome to your March Tarot forecast. This looks a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie, okay? I've done all the readings, and there is one that looks like, woo, and I think it's this one. I wanna say that you will be fine, okay? I wanna say that everything will be working out, so don't stress too much, but Mercury is about to go retrograde, Venus is already retrograde, and I feel like a lot of you, maybe it's you yourself, or you're dealing with other people and they are really experiencing a shift in their finances, a shift in their strategy, their plan, what they want for themselves, their stability, their habits, maybe a shift. I feel like it's a positive shift in the body, a positive shift in health. Like there's something about prioritizing your food, your health in a new way, which is really good for you. I think it's really going to be helpful, drinking a lot of water, like that kind of thing. But it's like there's contracts shifting or a renegotiation, or maybe you are trying to figure out how to invest your money in a new way or to buy something. Some of you could be waiting for an answer from like a loan, or like, I think it'll come through. I feel like things feel a little bit just like unclear here, like confusing. And I say that because your first card is a Seven of Wands reversed. And then you have a Page of Pentacles reversed. You've got this Two of Wands and this Three of Wands also reversed. Okay. And then there's this Three of Swords here, which is also reversed. So I feel like if up until now, there has been an energy or a situation that you have been ignoring or avoiding, or something that you don't want to look at, or someone you don't want to talk to, or like a heavy conversation that you just keep delaying, or a big a project or something serious that you should focus on, but you just keep procrastinating. It's like, it feels like everything is just boom, catching up with you. And it's like, wow. And it feels like a little bit overwhelming. Some of you could be dealing with another person who has like a serious addiction or drinking problem, or maybe you're recognizing you have an addiction, and it could be an addiction to work, to your phone, to some kind of food, coffee, whatever. And I'm not saying this because you should be judging yourself. I'm saying this because it's really important that you're recognizing these things, because it's an opportunity for you to just start intentionally releasing them or working through them. Or you're going to be noticing that other people are maybe needing to do that work, and maybe you're there to support them. And that's also beautiful, I feel like there is definitely help here coming in, and it feels kind. It also feels like an offering or an opportunity or closure potentially. This Knight of Cups, it's like an offering that's kind, it's gentle, it's friendly. And I feel like it could be like the closure that you need to just like, okay, move on from something. Or it's an invitation. Now, maybe some of you are you could be meeting a new person, I'm also hearing, for some of you. I actually need to like pull a couple more cards. This is the first time I think like, in a long time that like, I'm just gonna pull a couple extra cards here. So give me 1 second, because I need some clarifiers. Some of you are running into money issues, but I don't want you to be fearful, because the other card that came out is the card of don't be scared, and success just fell on the ground. Like literally, Six of Wands. Okay, so I feel like some of you there's maybe a last minute change that looks like it's gonna be very expensive, or like, oh my God, all this money's gone, or my time, oh my God, I put all this time into something and now it's gone. Do not spiral. Okay, there's two things here, wow. Don't spiral into chaos, because everything will work out better for you. I promise. That's what this Six of Wands is saying. However, some of you need to experience this moment of like heightened stress so that you can see how you respond. Because when you respond, and this was the second thing I was going to say, when you respond, sometimes your response is you want to disconnect, you want to detach or escape. How do you escape? Maybe it's drinking, shopping, fucking, drugs, whatever. So maybe, and if this isn't you, it's going to be another person that you're dealing with closely, and you're going to notice that like something happens, like, whoa, and then how they respond is important because how they respond is part of the issue that needs to be focused on and cleaning that up. Because if they can clean that up, then they're going to move their energy in a whole new way, and it's going to be really helpful. Now, what's beautiful about what is happening right now is that this is all happening in Pisces season, and that is the last sign of the zodiac. So what does that mean? It means technically we're still in last year's energy. So like we're still operating in 2024's energy. In Aries season, it's the first zodiac sign. That's the start of the new energetic wheel. That is the new energetic year. But right now, we are still in last year's energy. We're still in 2024's energy. So maybe you're noticing that some people, projects, stressors, ideas, limitations, addictions, fears, whatever from the past are coming back for you to deal with now. Why do I say that? Because Mercury is also about to go retrograde. Venus is retrograde currently, and we are entering eclipse season. So there's a lot happening energetically. There's a lot happening sort of like under the surface, and there's a lot happening just in the world at large. So I feel like I really want you to focus on like, where does your mind go when like crisis strikes? I think you need to start monitoring that. Because with a 5 of Swords here reverse and a 10 of Swords here reverse, and you have this beautiful page of Swords sort of slicing through everything, it's like, and that 5 of Coins. This combination, this 5 of Swords and 5 of Coins reversed combination is asking you to keep your faith, to trust the process, to understand that your positive thinking, and I'm not talking about detaching from reality at all. Like, I'm talking about you recognizing what's happening, recognizing and processing how you feel, and then deciding to invest, okay, Queen of Pentacles, invest all of your time, your energy, and maybe some of your money into creating your new life. I don't care how quote unquote bad it is. I don't care how serious the issue is, how serious the problem is. Don't come in the comments, yeah, but don't fucking care, okay? The point is, you can't get lost in it. You can't get lost in it and freak out. You can't let whatever the situation is. And some of you are watching this and you're gonna be like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? It's not gonna be so dramatic and so loud for a lot of you because a lot of you are already here. You're doing this work. And maybe what I'm describing right now is what you're going to witness your partner or your collaborator or your friend or someone who needs your help or whatever. Like maybe you'll witness another person doing this, or maybe you already experienced this, in the past, and now you're still just energetically cleaning things up because it's the last chapter of last year's energy. It's Pisces season. This is an opportunity for all of us to just surrender and release and clean things up before the new energetic year. So you have this new energetic year coming, right? We all do. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. This is success. This is triumph. This is really good, okay? But there are still either some people that you are hung up on, some issues that you're focusing on. Maybe, yes, there's a last minute change or chaos strikes or whatever. It doesn't matter. You need to not focus on the external world and what is happening outside of you. You need to focus on how you internally respond. That is your fucking challenge right now. And eclipse season is going to show you, okay? This Venus retrograde is trying to show you how you show up in relationships, how you respond to change, how you deal with people, places, things outside of you, because all of that is a reflection of your internal world. So you need to focus on monitoring, actually it's this way, monitoring your internal emotional response and your knee-jerk reaction. You need to monitor that. And you need to separate that and witness it and be like, wow, that's how I really want to respond, but I won't. I'm going to interrupt that flow and I'm going to quantum leap into a different reality. I don't care if I got fired. I don't care if this person broke up with me. I don't care if I'm noticing I have a fucking serious addiction. I'm going to invest all of my energy, my time, my money into the new reality that I want to build. And I'm going to show up in a new way. And I'm not going to let myself spiral in my mind and do all these crazy things. No, I'm just going to look at the situation. I'm going to recognize it. And I'm going to focus on how I can rebuild my life in a beautiful way. Now, for all of you, does that mean that like everything's just going to shit the bed? No, it doesn't need to be so dramatic and loud. Especially if you're here, you're probably doing the work. You're probably, watching the workshops, watching these readings, like you're aware enough of yourself. And I think you're probably, doing the work, quote unquote. But for some people, it will be loud. And for others, like you'll be fine. But there is something inside that needs to be adjusted so that you can actually level up and expand next year. Now, and when I say next year, I mean like after Aries season, which is in like 10 days. Like, okay, so like slow down, don't worry. I'm talking about this calendar year, but energetically, it's next year, which starts on Aries season. Okay, so very soon, you're fine. Don't stress out because you said, oh my God, he said next year, like chill. Now, the last thing is that, like, again, your values are changing. What you want for yourself is changing. What you like, what you don't like, who you want to be around, what you want to invest in, the projects and the things that you want to collaborate. Like, all of these things are changing. And that's because Venus is retrograde. Now, Mercury will go retrograde and we're entering eclipse season. So my strong suggestion, especially if you're still here because you're watching this and you're like, wow, that is resonating with me, then do something with this energy. Go and watch the Venus retrograde workshop. Okay, you can pay what you want. It's sliding scale. I've also included, so it's one workshop with both. I've also included Mercury retrograde. So I think they just called it the retrograde workshop. It includes the Venus and the Mercury retrograde, both in one. Go and watch that. I promise you it will help. I promise you it will bring you clarity. I promise you it will give you a map to figure out how to move forward. I promise. And I just saw 12:12 on the clock, so what else do you need? Okay, let me know in the comments if this was helpful. If you're interested in seeing your year ahead, I also have a 2025 tarot forecast that's like this, but it's 10 hours. It's time-stamped, so you can just easily jump, but whatever. You can find it on my website. I love you, Aquarius. You'll be fine. Everything is actually moving in your favor. Like, you're good, but it's like, there's a bit of a hiccup. It's because we're entering this retrograde season and eclipse season. Like, things are going to change. So whatever. Share this on your Instagram story. Let other people know where to find it. I love you. Love me back. Support me. I support you. Go do your homework. Retrograde workshop. Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, both in one. Retrograde workshop. I love you, Aquarius. Go. Like, seriously, go and watch it. Link in my bio. I'm going to tag it here. Go.